Hello and welcome to a video edition of Levitan's Leverage. My name is Adam Levitan. I am the father of Gerri. I am one of the analysts here at DraftKings, and we are going to be talking about tonight's 12-game NBA slate. I think the injury that everybody is talking about that we need to be aware of is Marc Gasol breaking his foot on Monday. I mean, this is a guy that takes 13.6 shots per game, has a 22.9 usage rate, just a huge part of Memphis's offense and defense. I think a lot of the slack will be picked up by Jeff Green. I expect Jeff Green to start at the 4. I think he'll play a lot of minutes at the 4 regardless, and that's especially true tonight with Thaddeus Young playing the 4 for the Nets. So I think we'll see a lot of small ball out of the Grizzlies with Gasol out. That's great news for Jeff Green. We already know that his usage rate goes from 19.1 all the way up to 24.4 when Marc Gasol is on the bench. And the other big beneficiary is Zach Randolph. Obviously, all the post-ups will now go through Zach Randolph, who's actually looked surprisingly fresh despite his age recently. Usage rate without Marc Gasol goes from 22.8 all the way up to 28.8. So I think both those guys, Jeff Green at small forward, Zach Randolph at power forward, especially tonight against the struggling Nets defense, are real solid plays. The matchup tonight that I'm really looking at is Sixers against the Kings. The Kings are just a total disaster, giving up at least 104 points in 9 straight games, giving up 118.1 points per game during that span. And the place they're especially getting tortured is on the wing. We've seen LeBron hit them lately, J.R. Smith, Avery Bradley, Joe Johnson, Etuan Moore, Jeff Green. All these guys have just destroyed the Kings lately. So it's a chicken noodle soup spot for Robert Covington here, who's been up and down lately, struggled with his shot a bit, but I think this is a chance for him to really get healthy and get well, and pretty much the best possible matchup for a wing. So I think Robert Covington at small forward is another intriguing option, especially in tournaments. The situation I'm looking at is kind of the fallout from last night's Rockets-Warriors game. The Rockets put a ton into that game, played well, played about as well as they could in that really up-tempo game against the Warriors, came up short. Now they have to go back-to-back on the road, tough spot at Portland. And when I'm looking to use Portland guys, it usually starts and ends with Damian Lillard. And even though he's a little bit overpriced on DraftKings, I think that will keep his ownership down, making him a really good tournament play against a Houston team that is 7th in pace, 25th in defensive efficiency, and could be even worse than that tonight, given the spot that they're in. One spot that I'm afraid of coming off of that Warriors game is for the Suns guys, and especially Devin Booker. We have seen the Warriors just completely smother 2 guards. We've seen them smother entire offenses together. I mean, they're 3rd in defensive efficiency. Some of their total stats are skewed because they play so fast, but I think that it's really hard to see the Suns keeping this game competitive, even though they're playing at home. So, Devin Booker all the way up at 5,900 and Archie Goodwin all the way up at 6,100. There's not a lot of room for profit on those salaries anymore. I am back for the final thought with the light of my life. This is Gerri. This is my dog. This is my best friend. This is what some people would call my life partner. Me and Gerri are best friends, and some people are asking what we're doing tonight. I'll tell you what we're doing. We are watching Sixers Kings, and I know nobody in the NBA wants to watch Sixers Kings, but everybody in DFS should want to watch Sixers Kings with me and Gerri. So many plays: Rondo, Cousins, Rudy Gay, Ish Smith, Nerlens Noel, already mentioned Covington, Jahlil Okafor. They're all in play tonight. Me and Gerri are going to be watching. You should be watching too. You should also be checking out my article on DK Playbook. A lot of other articles, really good articles on DK Playbook ahead of tonight's big 12-game slate. So good luck, everybody.